Anybody has any questions to me for me to answer? I will be glad to. Yes.
On one such as this, with a lot of detail, approximately how long does it take you to do each cover?
How long? some covers took me 3 hours. Some covers took me 4 hours. Some covers I only done one in the morning and get back and simplify it to make it a little more convenient to me so I could work a little quicker than before. Before I started with a tremendous amount of work on it. But then I simplified the thing and that's it.
Are these one of a kind, one of a series?
No. That's one thing. That's the one thing I like to explain. First, I made a stance for myself. Then I had the misfortune of showing them in the club, and everybody wanted them. So then I said, well, yeah, I had to get some money for this. My time is, I was working as a linotype operator and graphic artist, and and I finally decided to do some covers for people. And I got as many as 18 people for one issue every time. Now I have reduced completely the amount of covers that I only make I have 7 now. And I quitting some of them too. There's too much work to do, too much work. And I'm getting slower and slower, and my brother goes places and he interrupts me most of the time. They're going to go shopping, they're going to go this, they're going to go that,
So how many years did you work for Leo on it?
I worked from 1927 to 1935.
So you started with his company when he started up, right?
He was not a company. He was a friend of mine, and he was making he was making the covers after I started making the cachets. When I started making the cachets, then he went into business. And you see, when I asked him for it, he was giving me maybe $10, maybe $9, maybe $8, and I said, yeah, I need more money because you cheapskate, So then
he was under, what was his label?
Washington Stamp Exchange is one name.
Okay, was it just one name, Washington?
Washington Stamp Exchange, yeah. Washington Stamp Exchange in Newark. He was located there. Anyway, he says, well, you want too much money. I'm going to find out if I get a good printer in Newark, and I said, all right. So I don't do no more covers for you. So he quit, and he got an engraver in Boston, and he started the business from him doing the what they call that system? Art craft. Engraving.
So that's
Yeah. And then after that I learned that he had to pay $500 to the engraver to do that. See that?
How much did you charge your customers for your hand-painted covers?
Now?
No, let's say the 1950s or something.
The early ones?
Yeah.
I was about around $5. I started about $5 each cover.
That was approximately what period, what time period?
1930 to 1940. 1930 to 1940. Then I started charging a little more.
Was that considered expensive then for a birthday cover, for a hand-painted cover?
Well, at that time there was no competition, No competition at that time.
Tell them what you charge today, though.
Yeah, well, today I got customers that pay me $10 up. $10 up.
Crazy.
Yeah. although I have
Got
some,
one customer who only charges $6.50 to.
yeah, I have some girls and some ladies that take my covers only on Christmas. They want the Christmas only. And this last Christmas, I refused 3 of them. Well, they sent me some letters. I don't like to mention it. Yeah.
You also said you did about 18 covers of each issue. Did you ever do more than that?
No, that was the most that I made. 18 customers. That was a big job. Doing 18 covers.
How many do you do now?
I got enough for 6 months to work on.
Tell them about your drawers, Ralph.
What is that?
Tell them about your drawers.
That's his recipe for longevity, as I tell him. He said he's going to die before he can catch up. I said, you're never going to catch up, therefore you're going to live forever.
No. My brother asked me many times now, he says, hey, Ralph, when are you going to quit business, quit your business and then come and have some good time, go with us to the meetings and go to the dancing and all. I said, I never danced in my life. Not even had time for that.
Ralph,
Yes.
when we were over visiting you, you showed us a very, very nice album you made up. The French paper, the one that you got in Paris?
Yeah.
With like the Czechoslovakian stamps and the South American. One with the borders. Remember the borders?
Yeah.
Would you explain to them when you started those?
Well,
You did them?
yeah, that's when I first got married in 1923. I was working for the United Fruit Company going to South America. We used to bring at that time coffee to the United States, bananas and pineapples from Jamaica and different islands that we seen. I used to collect stamps then on just for fun. I didn't put them in an envelope or anything. I just bought the stamps and put them in pages. Then I decided maybe the stamps are so beautiful, I'm going to make nice pages for it. So I decided, and then my wife says, "You're losing your time all the time. I need some help around here. You always with your stamps." So I said, well, I said, she's kicking too much. Maybe I have to join a club, and then I learned something about it in the club. And at that time we had the Richfield Park Stamp Club announced many times the meetings in the paper, so I decided to go and attend one of the meetings. And you know, they made me a member right away because I brought that little book with all the designs and what I did. I didn't know nothing about stamps. He says, "You're a member." And I member so and so and so, and you're all right. You collect stamps. Okay.
Where was
Well,
that? Where was it? New York?
Richfield Park Stamp Club in New Jersey, near Hackensack. Hackensack, New Jersey. Anyway, they passed the book around. I had it in a little book. And everybody saw it. He says, "Oh, I couldn't do that. Collecting the stamps and doing that kind of work, too much to do." Anyway, so I show it to this gentleman over there, and they say it's pretty nice to collect a thing like that. Then I decided, after I read Linz, that it was nice if I collect only one thing. Like animals, for example, a topical. I started a topical. And I exhibited in Ries Park when they had the first exhibit there. And he won a prize, so I said, well, maybe I'm all right. Any questions?
Do you still do U.S., Canada, and United Nations?
No, I quit Canada a long time ago already. About 10 years ago I quit. But only, and the United Nations is getting my goat. You know, they not only charging you for the stamps, they're charging you for delivering the stamps to you and all that stuff. You know, and how you have to buy the Genevas, you have to buy the French, you have to buy the Austrian, you have to buy the United States. It's too much. So I'm quitting them too. I quit the United Nations. And that's all right. And, well, that's all.
You know, Ralph was born on UN Day, and
Oh.
he took an hour off from work to buy his first UN stamps. Ralph, tell him about how you took an hour off from work.
Well, United Nations signed the charter in San Francisco in 1924, October 1924, and that happened to be my birthday. So I said to everybody that I know the United Nations celebrates my birthday because they issue stamp every birthday. Yeah, that's right. I think Mr. Minkos is here. I saw him coming in New York. And I'd like him to say a few words, if you don't mind.
Yeah, one more question before you leave.
Yes.
Did you know any of the other cachet makers like Dorothy Knapp or some of the...
Dorothy, yeah, I used to know her in New Jersey, yeah. She came over to our club one time. She was a nice lady, yeah. I think she was some kind of teacher because she spoke about the school and everything, you know, in the club.
There wasn't any kind of a group or cachet...
No. But I still have some of her covers. Yeah, very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much again.